Welcome to Cafdil lessons.
Hello, my dear learners. You are welcome to today's lesson. I'm Sarah Ewisiwa Cranton, your math facilitator for today. It's Basic 5 Maths on the topic numbers. This is our fourth lesson on numbers. Let's go through the objectives for today. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to read and write numbers in words and in figures. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to read and write numbers in words and in figures. This is what we want to achieve by the end of this lesson. Before we start, I want us to go through the previous homework. Let's look at the answers. You were asked to find the value of the underlying digits. We had this 8, 9, 8, and then 8. Just as I said, the value of each of the numbers differs. So when you pick the 8, this first 8, this is the value, 800 million. And then the 9, the value is 900,000. The 8, our second 8, is 800. You see, it is not, the value is, they are not the same. The value for the first 8 is different from this one. And then the last 8, it is just 8 ones. So it is 8. So it is different. Each of them are different. All right. So this is the 3. This is the value. The 5 is here. 9, 0, and then the 1. I hope you were able to do it. If you are not able to do it, so don't worry. Just look at it and then correct yourself. Now, today's lesson. We are to read and write numbers in words and then in figures. This is what we want to achieve today. Before we begin, I have some points for you to consider in writing numbers in words and then in figure. The first point, any number with 3 digits contains hundreds, tens, and ones. I believe you agree with me. A number with 3 digits contains hundreds, tens, and then ones. For example, we have this. How many digits? 3 digits. So, this is the ones, tens, and then hundreds. So, a number with 3 digits contains hundreds, tens, and then ones. Let's move to the next point. A number with 4 to 6 digits is a number in the thousands. A number with 4 to 6 digits is a number in the thousands. When you pick this number, for instance, how many digits? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this number here is in thousands. Let's check. We have ones, tens, hundreds, and then thousands. This is a number in thousands. So this is 2,413. The second number, how many digits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 digits. If we are to place the comma, this number is 74,532. So this is in thousands. Let's check this as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So this number here reads 983,572. So you see, all these numbers here are in thousands. Another point to consider, a number with 7 to 9 digits is a number in the millions. A number with 7 to 9 digits is a number in millions. I hope you are writing. Good. We have an example here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this number has 7 digits, is in millions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 digits. So this number here is in millions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is also in millions. The last point to consider, a number with 10 to 12 digits is a number in the billions. You don't worry, establish this. As we move on, you understand better. So this number here is in billions. This is also in billions, and this is in billions as well. Let's try this and see. How many digits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the 12, we start from the extreme right. So you pick this one, the last digit over here, you put it here. The 1 will come under the tens here. The 6 will come under the hundreds here. Then you move. As soon as you get to the 7, it will come to the thousands column. The 7 will be here, 8 under the tens, 6 under the hundreds. Now the 3 will move to the millions. So you see, this number here we'll be able to write the digits over here, and it's still in billions. When we move on, you understand what I'm saying well. To write numbers in words and then in figures, there are steps that we should consider. Steps that we must follow that will help us to write the numbers or read the numbers in words. The first step is separate the number into steps to consider when reading large numbers. Steps to consider when reading large numbers. And the first step, separate the number into groups of 3 digits. Separate the number into groups of 3 digits using comma or space, starting from the right to left. I want you to take notes as I'm reading. Take notes. We will use it when we start reading the numbers. Separate the number into groups of 3 digits using comma or space, starting from the right to left. Our next step, label the groups from left to right as hundreds, tens, and then ones, thousands, millions, and billions. Label the groups from left to right as hundred, tens, and ones, thousands, millions, and billions. The next step, read each group as though they are hundreds, tens, and ones, but with their group name afterwards. So, with the second step, label the groups from left to right as hundreds, tens, and ones, thousands, millions, and billions. This is what we have here. So we have our hundreds, tens, and ones from left to right. So okay. So we have the hundreds, tens, and then ones. We have our thousands. We have the millions. We have it. And then we have the billions. We have labeled it. Read each group as though they are hundreds, tens, and ones with the group name afterwards. So when we are reading, we have to read each group as though they are hundreds, tens, and then ones with the group names afterwards. The group names are here: billions, millions, thousands, and then we have the hundred, tens, and ones. So assuming we have, under the H, we have 3. Thus, we have 4. And the ones, we have 1. So 3, 4, 1. It means it will be read as 341 with a group name. What is it? Billions. So 341 billion. This is how we read the numbers. When we come here, the millions, let's assume we have 2 under the H, 6 under the tens, and 3 under the ones. So 623 millions. You bring the group name afterwards. That is how we read it. The next one, put hyphen, that is it, between any word ending in Y and the following. Put hyphen between any word ending in Y and the following. So when we are writing 53, we know that 50 ends with Y. So before we write a 3, you put a hyphen 50 between 50 and then the 3. So that it will be 50. You put the hyphen before you write your 3. The next one, put a comma between each group and write "and" before tens and ones, parts of the group. Put a comma between each group and write "and" before tens and ones. When we are writing, you will know what I'm talking about. Now, these are the steps that we will follow when reading large numbers, reading and writing large numbers. Let's pick an example and work on it. Read and write the following words Read and write the following numbers in words. Read and write the following numbers in words. You have this number. How do we read? I believe you have the steps. The first step says, before we can read this, let's group the digits. 1, 2, 3. Let's separate it, either with a comma or a space. So here, let's put a comma. 1, 2, 3. Then you bring your comma. Very good. So with this, we can read the number over here. So that we've placed our comma over here already. Now, with the group names, this number is having 4 digits. So it means it's in thousands. It means this number here is in thousands. So our 1,000 will be here. That is the group name. The first one is 1,000. And the next one will be hundreds, tens, and ones. Good. Since this number has 4 digits, it means it is in thousands. We have the group names on top. This is the first group, the second group. So here, this is the thousands. It has only 1 digit under it. We have hundreds, tens, and ones. So we are going to read. So here is 2,000. 2,000. So 2,000, you bring your comma. 431. 2,431. That is how this number here is read. So we are going to write it in words. Okay, so we have 2,431. So after the first group name, 2,000, there's a comma. 400, between every hundreds and tens, there should be an end between. We have it here. And then 31, put a hyphen between any word ending in Y and the following. So 31, we have our hyphen over here. This is how we read and write numbers. Let's move to the next number. We have this. How many digits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this number here is also in thousands. I hope you have your points with you. So this number here is also in thousand. So we have to separate it. 1, 2, 3. You bring your comma. It is there. 1, 2, 3. Since there's no digits before the 8, you leave it like that. Since it is in thousands, we have to bring the group names. So here we have the thousands. After the thousands, we have our 100, tens, and one, just as we did for the first one. So here, we have our thousands. Look at the thousands. With the first demonstration, our thousands column is here. And under the thousands, we have hundreds, tens, and then ones. 100, tens, and then ones. So let's go back and see. So the thousands, we have this, the 8 to be 100, 4 to be tens, and then 9 to be ones. This is the first group, thousands, and under the thousands, we have the 100, tens, and ones. When we move from the thousands, we go to the hundreds, tens, and then ones. So we are going to read as though they are tens and ones with the group name afterwards. So help me read this. This number here reads 849. What is the group name? Thousand. So 849,056. Because here under the hundreds, it is 0. So we move to the tens and then ones. So 849,056. That is how it is being read. Can we write it? $849,000 $49,000. Let's apply all the rules. Very good. 849,056. $849,056. $849,056. That is what we have here. Can you try the third one? Just follow the rules. How do we read it? Separate into groups of 3 digits. 1, 2, 3. With what? Comma. Either comma or space. 1, 2, 3. You bring your comma. 1, 2, 3. You bring your comma. We have to separate it. Okay. 849,056. I hope you've written yours too. The third example, we have to separate the digits into groups of 3 digits. The number here into groups of 3 digits. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's it. Let's count the number of digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7. So a number with 7 digits is in millions. It's in millions. So we have to bring the group names. So the first group here will be million. The second will be thousand. And the third will be hundred, tens, and then ones. Can we read this number together? So this reads 9,997,777. If you follow the rule, reading the numbers becomes easier for you. So learners, let's write 9,997,000. 9 million. So after the group, you bring the comma. 997. 997,000. We are done with the group, so comma. 777. That's it. So we have read this number, 9,997,777. So after every group name, you bring a comma. 9,997,777. That is how it is done. I hope you have enjoyed the lesson today. Before I leave, I have something special for you. As usual, our assignment. Write these numbers in words. Write these numbers in words. You have the first one. I will not read it for you. Follow the rule and then read it yourself. The second one, we have this, the third, and the fourth. Copy the assignment nicely into your exercise book. When you are free, you do it. When we meet for the next lesson, I will go through with you. Good. Learners, it's been nice being with you. Until we meet again, Have the best of the day.